Well, welcome to my kitchen. Have you ever had those days where you're just feeling stuffy and icky and uck? Well, inspired by my green shirt, I'm going to make my green soup. And it is one of my oldest son's favorite soup. So today, you're with me in my kitchen. Hey, I'm Carson with Realtor. And not only do I sell homes, but I love to be in the kitchen. So join me. So in this pot, I have usually I do 2 chicken breasts, but today I did 4 thighs, and I boiled it with a tablespoon of salt, and I used kosher salt. I also did just a palm, which is really a tablespoon of black whole pepper, allspice whole, and about I'd say a half a teaspoon of whole cloves, just a dash of turmeric and coriander, 2 basil leaves. I cut a half of an onion into like chunks, 2 whole carrots, and 2 celery ribs, and boiled that. Get it a good strong boil, and then turn it to simmer, put the lid on it, and wait until the chicken's cooked. When it's cooked, then I drained it, strained it, drained it, strained it, and kept the broth, pulled my chicken aside, and shredded it, and then added it to the stock pot. So right now I have fresh rosemary, fresh dill, a little bit of some basil and parsley, and salt and pepper, and my favorite seasoning, because I like things spicy. So this Slappy Mama goes in every single dish that I make, almost every single dish. So I've already pre-washed my vegetables so that you will know what I'm going to put in, and there we are. I am going to cheat today. I usually buy whole cloves, and I put 2 cloves of garlic in, but today I'm going to cheat and do the jar. So let's get started. Here's my spoon. I'm gonna do this much, which technically, if you think about it, it's almost like I'm doing 4 cloves of garlic in it, which is awesome. And hopefully you can see me. Okay, so right here, I have leeks, and I don't know if you can tell, I have small hands, but this is about how much I do. And I slice them, and you make sure you clean them. All vegetables need to be washed and patted down before you start. Now leeks have like a black licorice kind of flavor, but in this soup, you don't really taste the black licorice. It kind of just gives it an extra flavor without realizing that you've put leeks in it. So I go to cut this up. I also have shallot, and as you can tell, it fits in the palm of my hand. Okay, so I cut my shallots up and my leeks together. Here they are, really thin. And I'm going to add that to my chicken broth, and the shredded chicken is already in there. Then the leafy kale, not baby kale, leafy kale. Now, you can add the little vine. I don't really add it. As you'll notice, I'm not a big measurer. I really like to do things just by sight. And then I do a green onion and a half, and I do white and green. Somebody's not very happy with me, my dog Oscar. I just didn't want his pity patting on the kitchen floor as I was going over this with you. I just really like it for like the crunch and just to add extra like onion flavor. You can always cut up green onion. Whoops. You can always cut up green onion and have it here for people to add more to it if they want. Or cheese if they want to add cheese to their soup. Like sometimes I like that. Or you can also add sweet potatoes if you mince them really small, or regular potatoes. I don't really do it because being type 2 diabetic, potatoes really aren't that good for me. Or I've noticed my sugars go really high after I eat them. So, okay. Now, if you haven't heard of this, is bok choy. It's delicious. Do the rib of it. It has that extra crunch in your soup. I do cut this really thin, and I do 3 ribs of it. Any greens that you want or that you're comfortable with eating. I know people are pretty picky. So there we go. There it is all chopped. I'm going to add this to my pot. Now here's some of my favorite snap peas. You can also add snow peas if you prefer. I like the crunch. If you haven't figured out, I always have to have some kind of crunch. Cut these in half. And it's about 2 of my handfuls. Like this. Doesn't look like much, but it adds enough crunch that you don't need to worry about. Other favorite is broccoli. I have a little bit more than 2 handfuls. It bite size. There's something else that I add extra. This isn't green, but I really like it, and it's mushrooms. Just thinly slice them. I am doing 6 mushrooms like that. Add those. I know you're looking at me like you don't think I'm gonna have enough broth. And then I'm going to add corn, and you just cut it off the cob. And whatever falls on the floor, your dog can eat it like mine. And I just do 1 cob. Bring it to a boil. I like to start it on between 6 and 7. I do add a little bit more of kosher salt. You know, a couple good turns. My secret? Jalapeno. Now, I don't put the seeds in it. And let me push this down so you can see how I cut it. It's just 1 medium size because, you know, the seeds. That's what makes it hot. And if you don't like spicy, then do not add the jalapeno. Save yourself. But anybody who eats at my house knows that I am a huge spice person. I love, the hotter the food is, the better I think it is. I would not be a good nursing home candidate. So, 1 jalapeno, just roughly chopped. And I know you're looking at me like, there is not enough broth in there because all the vegetables are sitting on top. But I promise, once this bakes down, that's what it looks like. I'll show you the end when it's baked, cooked, boiled, simmered, and ready to eat. Broken down and delicious. All right, bye-bye. See you later. Enjoy my green soup.